Being a police officer is tough enough, but it's even harder while breaking down barriers.
And that's what female police officers face every day. R.J. Olstead followed two Milwaukee police officers who are making a name for themselves.
It doesn't come easy, but the two officers you're about to meet are earning respect one arrest at a time in one of the roughest parts of the city.
You got IDs?
At first glance, Milwaukee police officers Bartol and Seitz may not fit the stereotypical look of a cop.
It's a male-dominated society.
But you'll find out quick, with them, looks are deceiving.
We've gotten into tussle with people.
Spit it out! Spit it out! Spit it out!
We've had to chase people down. You never know what you're going to get.
The same could be true about these partners who growing up had no idea they would end up here.
When I was 12, I wanted to be a dolphin trainer.
Bartol grew up in the Franklin area, and after realizing dolphin training wasn't going to work in the cold climate of Wisconsin, she decided to go into the family business.
My grandfather, my uncle, and my dad were all on the job, and now currently my brother and I all work for Milwaukee.
And Seitz was going to college in Minnesota preparing to be a Lutheran school teacher when she wanted something different, something more exciting.
To be back in the district that I grew up in, I mean, it's a little more personal.
She grew up on the streets she now patrols in District 7. In fact, she and Bartol are assigned to the most dangerous section of this district.
More often than not, you're seeing people on their worst day or one of their worst days.
And while facing that, they're also going toe-to-toe with people's prejudices.
I think maybe you have to earn trust and respect a little bit more than a male who just comes on the job.
Some of it comes from within the department, but most of it, they say, comes from outside these walls. They recall one conversation at a local hospital.
And one of the nurses asked, oh, they let two of you work together? I said, two of you how? And she said, oh, two female cops. I didn't think that was allowed.
And they still get the looks and snide comments, but out here, none of that matters much.
You have to have confidence in yourself, confidence in your partner, and you have to, because if you're going to let every little thing get to you, you're not going to be an effective cop, and you're certainly not going to be an effective female cop.
Which is incredibly important on a day like this. The temperature is near 100 degrees. The higher it gets, the busier they get. And all it takes is a few seconds for a situation to turn dangerous. What you're about to see is why cops say there's no such thing as a routine stop. They pull these teens over for a simple traffic violation, but Officer Seitz smells weed. That's when routine turns into a wrestling match.
Open your mouth.
Got it.
Open up your mouth!
The suspect appears to swallow drugs to get rid of incriminating evidence, which is dangerous all by itself.
Do it! Open up your mouth! Spit it out!
Spit it out!
After spraying pepper spray, they get the situation contained, finding weed on the suspect. But another situation pops up.
You got to move up there.
A crowd begins to form.
You got to constantly look over your back and just hope that nobody's going to take you from the back, take you from the front.
They arrest the suspect and do the necessary paperwork back at the station where the environment is a bit more controlled.
And as you saw, a big group of people appeared out of nowhere.
And despite these everyday risks,
I enjoy coming to work.
for these officers, there is no place else they'd rather be.
We're literally protecting the city that we live in. We're protecting our neighbors.
And they tell me being a female officer is actually beneficial sometimes because people don't always view women as a threat, so they can sometimes diffuse a sticky situation easier. I'm Jay Olstead, today's TMJ4.